afternoon, everybody. It is Karen here live in the Academy with pink hair today. I keep forgetting actually until I see myself on screen that I have pink, temporarily pink for a few days. It's going to get some pancakes. Obviously, Pancake Tuesday prompted us into the pancakes. And I've been saying all week actually, whether you're religious or not, if you've enjoyed the pancakes and not part of the tradition, then it's time now to do the second part, and that is some kind of sacrifice or just commitment for the next 6 weeks then. And how amazing would you feel come Easter if you've done something that is... If you're following us online or you're here in the Academy in Dundalk because you want to lose weight, then it is time to jump into some action. So I'm going to talk more about that. I'm going to get the pancakes on this for my lunch. So I'm literally just going to blitz some porridge oats here to get started. So I'm going to half it because the rest of them are all fed here. So about 100 grams of oats. The recipe is in the recipe section, obviously, in the app. So I'm going to do 50 grams of oats and then 50 grams of flour. And obviously you could do pancakes or crepes. You could do the banana pancakes, or you could do the same recipe without the oats. Some people do prefer it that way, but it would just mean it just wouldn't be as filling. Obviously the oats are giving you that added fiber, and it just tends to bulk them out a bit as well. So have put it on the right way around. Okay, and then just 50 grams of flour. Obviously, if you don't need to bother to use a food processor or keep them whole, then an egg. And then literally add whatever flavors or anything that you like. So I'm just going to put in some cinnamon, tiny bit of vanilla. If we need more milk, we'll add it in again then as well. So again, back on the NutriBot. Then you could use just a little bit of oil or a tiny bit of butter just to grease this up. Just using a griddle. Obviously, if you're at home, you're probably just going to use the pan. And then do them whatever size you like. The whole mixture, obviously I've halved it here. When we were doing it all week in the Academy, we were getting roughly about 8 pancakes out of it, and they were working out about just over 100 calories each. All on the side. How easy. That was literally done in minutes. And then all you need to do is add whatever toppings you like. So during the week I was using some frozen raspberries, even some frozen blueberries, heating them up in a pan and having it nearly like a little bit of jam, or just some fresh strawberries and some fresh blueberries. I might throw actually a few seeds on here. Just toast them a little. So about a tablespoon of seeds, great nutrition. Trouble with the likes of seeds and nuts and all, though, typically is we just eat far too many of them. So just once you're conscious and once you're aware, so good for you. So let's use another sack or two. So yeah, so I said 6 weeks to Easter. So imagine like the time, look at we are now the end of February, already gone. How quickly are the other few months going to go? So really time to start doing something. Flip flop. And think how quickly these next 6 weeks will go. You could either do something that gets you closer to your goal, or you could be sitting in 6 weeks' time saying, why didn't I start back at the end of February? And for me, I know I've been telling you and updating you on my swimming every week. So as you know, I was starting to get places. A couple of weeks ago, I felt like I wasn't doing too bad. I was actually starting to get some progression, some kind of movement. And I suppose very similar to weight loss. At times, maybe you feel like you're getting somewhere, and other times you could bang your head off a wall. And I went tomorrow, 2 weeks ago, actually, with Linda to the pool, and I was able to swim a full length, and I was overjoyed and so excited, and really felt like, wow, I'm getting somewhere. And then never got to a pool all the last week, and went back on Monday, and was devastated Monday morning to find myself nearly back to square one. I was getting so frustrated, and really frustrated with myself. And in the pool, I was talking to myself continuously and nearly thinking about how frustrating it was. And then I kind of said to myself, do you know what, actually, you have done nothing for 10 days, done no swimming. And a bit like weight loss, maybe you don't come in 1 week, or you don't log in, or you don't weigh in. And then the next week you still expect to be doing as well, or maybe further on than you actually probably should be. So I kind of said to myself then, do you know what, you put in no effort there for 10 days at all towards your swimming. So how could you actually be any better? So it was time then to just reassess and think, actually, right, well, what am I going to do? Because the goal doesn't change. We're now, a whole other month has passed. It's now March, April, May. I have 3 months left before I get into a lake. I can't even swim a length. So now it's time to up the ante and up the training. And had I kept at it for the last 2 weeks, I think I'd be way further on. So my goal for Easter is to get to the pool literally every day, not every day, no, 3 times a week for the next 6 weeks. So I'm going to go commit to going 3 times a week. And my goal is to be swimming lengths and increasing my lengths by Easter. Now, I've also committed this year to doing no social media on Wednesdays. And I'm going to see how that goes. It may be another day in the week, but Wednesdays for now seem to probably work. And literally switching the phone off on a Tuesday night and not putting it back on until a Thursday morning. And yesterday it was lovely. I'm just going to pile these up. 4. How unreal is that? And then I'm going to pop. So you literally could add anything you like. I'm just going to pop on and show you in a sec. You can move it over. Yeah, thank you. Just some strawberries. They're going to sit now for me. Trying to set them on a rounded top pancake. This is where you need the squirty cream to stick them all. A few blueberries. A lot of people this time of year go off things for Lent and then find it doesn't really last very long. So if you're someone who normally goes off loads of things and then gives up, what about actually just sticking to the plan for Lent? And you feel that you can actually have your 300 calories a day, have some little treat throughout the day. Because I've seen me other years actually go off chocolate and sweetie kind of things, and then simply substitute them for something else. I end up eating more nuts or crisps or chocolate or something different. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of chocolate. So not having the cream. So I said I'll do it without the cream. And how good does that look? Now, if you're at home, you might decide to add a little bit of yogurt, a little bit of squirty creams when you're going to add about 30 or 40 calories to it, or just enjoy it as it is and have your little bit of frozen berries. So my goal or wish for you today is to think about what you want most for the next 6 weeks. Imagine being a stone lighter at the end of 6 weeks' time. Our business challenge finished on Monday night, and one of the girls was 21 pound lighter, a stone and a half lighter in just 6 weeks. And so many people in that business challenge lost over a stone in the 6 weeks. And I guess we chatted a lot on Monday night about why that was. And every single person here said the biggest thing for them was the sense of commitment. When they signed up for 6 weeks, they were here, whether they liked it or not. And out of 30 odd people over the 6 weeks, nobody missed. They all felt so committed to their team that they felt like they had to be here. And it meant that no matter what the result was, good or bad, they came anyway. And they all felt that that was half the battle of them having such success. So decide now if you want something different from the next 6 weeks. If at the very least you committed to actually weighing in, logging in, tracking your progress, And then given a time, I said, a bit like my swimming, I can swim once a week for the next 3 months, but I ain't going to be in a lake come June, I can promise you that. But if I up that to 2 or 3 times a week, then I know I am more likely to succeed in my goals. And so by you, are you at the minute just logging in, maybe not even watching the live sessions in the app, maybe not watching what's in the email content that's being delivered to you, maybe not planning and thinking about your food and your meals and what you actually could be eating. So really assess what your level of commitment and effort is right now and see if you're getting the results you deserve. And then think about how you could up that commitment and effort and maybe get even bigger results. So have a wonderful Thursday. Think about your Lenten goals. Feel free to share them in the app. Check out some amazing recipes. And if you give the pancakes or crepes a go, then be sure even tag me on Instagram. I'm Master Weight Loss on Instagram, and I'll only be too happy to reshare them. So happy Thursday, folks.